Hello, hello, hello. My name's Sam and you're watching my channel Sew Let Sparkle with Sam, where I like to chat about everything sewing. So if you like what you see, don't forget to give me a like, and if you want to see more of me, then you can subscribe to my channel and then you'll get notified every time I put a new video out, and it would be lovely to have you on board. So my video today is a little bit different. So this is a collaboration video. So it's just an intro video of what I plan to do with the lovely Dee and the lovely Kelly, who are the Sisters of Stitchcraft. So I don't do it quite as well as they do, but I do the giggle after. So yeah, I've been friends with Dee for a really long time. In fact, she was one of the kind of first people I found through like sewing kind of WhatsApp groups and that kind of thing when I was working with Always Interested in Sewing. And then obviously when she's known Kelly all of her life, but when her and Kelly got together to do the Sisters of Stitchcraft, then, you know, it was just amazing. It's wonderful. I love people and I love friendships. It makes me so happy. And we've been trying to find a reason to get together for quite a long time. And then we kind of said, look, we need to do some kind of collaboration, but, you know, when are you free? What's going on? And then I just suddenly realised that we were all going to be at the Stitch Festival, and we were all going to be at the Stitch Festival for a period of time because Dee and Kelly are staying over and so am I. So I was like, let's do a catwalk at the Stitch Festival. They were like, yay. So then we had to find something to make. Now I know that Kelly had been looking at this pattern and I'd been looking at this pattern, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. So we're going to sew the Emily dress and top. So the Emily dress and top is a pattern by S.O Sew S-E-W Patterns, as you can see there. And I will link all of the details below. And I have to say, another vlogger now, but definitely Instagrammer, who I absolutely love. And I have to say, I am a complete fangirl when it comes to this lady. And that is Jen Legg. And she has just started her vlogging journey. So I will put her channel down below. Go and follow her. But she made some of these dresses and I was like, I've got to have them in my life. I've just got to have them. And I have to say, I get a lot of that inspiration from Jen. So yeah, so here it is. I'm going to read straight from the pattern for you so you get a little bit of information. And it says, the Emily dress and top is an easy fit dress and top with multiple options to create endless styles. The bodice has a curved front waistline and the option to choose from 3 different necklines and 3 different sleeve options. And I'll pop pictures up as I go. So you also have the option to add ruffles. I'm not sure about the ruffles, but it's very good to have the option. Giving you a total of 36 different looks from one pattern. I mean, that's a bargain, isn't it? And if you want to go even further, then you can change the skirt length too, or the sleeve length. Number of options is endless. So choose from a round neck, V-neck or square neck for the bodice and 3 different sleeve options. A regular sleeve, a lined puff sleeve and a bishop's sleeve. So, and they've also included 2 different cup sizes and a size range from 77 centimetres to 132 centimetres upper bust. So, which I think is fantastic. The size chart goes from A to L. And I have had a really, really good look at this pattern. It's been my bedtime reading for quite a few weeks now. And I've really, really studied the sizing. Now, because I have 0 hips, I'm a bit apple shaped, so like my waist and my hips difference isn't much different. Oh, actually that's not true. It just doesn't feel like it's much different. But I've got quite a big bust. Now, because of this, I like things to be tighter fitting around my bust to make the difference look bigger. I don't know how other people feel about that, but I find if things fit me nicely around my bust, then it helps kind of give me a waist and flow out from the hips. So when I looked at these sizes, there is a lot of ease And although I was very grateful that I had the D cup option, I felt that there was quite a lot of ease in the bust area. So my initial thought was to go for the size D, because that's kind of my body measurements in the D cup. But then when I looked at the ease, I decided that I was actually going to go for a size C in a D cup. So it would give me that extra space where I needed it, but didn't give me lots of extra space everywhere. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, so that is what I'm going to go for. And I'm going to try and make 3 because, you know, why not? So the first one that I thought I might do is the V-neck option, and I'm going to make it in this gorgeous fabric that I got from Beyond the Pink Door subscription box. It's a lovely viscose. It's a nice weight viscose. It's super flowy. I love the colours. Not necessarily my colours, but you know, I think I can make it work. Yeah, so that is what I'm going to make the V-neck. Now, if I don't have enough fabric, because it does say that you need 3 to 3.5 meters for the dress version, depending on all of the other things that you're doing, I may make the top. So I'll make the V-neck with the bishop sleeves into a top, but if I can make it work, I'll make it into a shorter dress. How exciting is that? And then the next fabric that I am going to use is this. Now, I love this fabric. I've had this fabric in my stash for a while now because I just love it so much that I just want to find that perfect dress. And this one, I can't decide whether I'm going to make this one as a square neck or as a round neck. So I'm gonna have a think and see. I definitely want this one in long sleeves. Now I have got 3.2 meters of this, so this is definitely going to be a dress. But yeah, very exciting. And then the last one is a bit of a wild card. You know me, I like to throw in a wild card, and it's this fabric that we got in our So Hayley Jane boxes. Now I love this so much, but because it was just a meter, I knew that I didn't have enough to make anything kind of that I would want to wear with just a meter. And the lovely Grace, who is on Instagram, sent me her meter. So now I've got 2 meters. So although I won't be able to make a dress version of the Emily with this, I will be able to make a top version with the Emily with this. And I'm just going to play with this. I'm just going to pop the fabric out, get my pattern pieces and see what happens. So could be round neck, could be square neck, could be puff sleeves, could be bishop sleeves, who knows. So I just want to talk you through the pattern a little bit. So the fabric suggestions, it says that this pattern will work best with lightweight fabrics such as viscose, lightweight tencel or modal, cotton lawn or double gauze, lightweight linen, tencel twill and other heavier tencels. Broidery on glaze, cotton poplin will also work, but the sleeves and gathered areas will have more volume. So there you go. So it's a great pattern to use lots and lots of fabric that's in your stash. So if you're sewing along with the lovely Dee and Kelly on smashing your So Hayley Jane fabrics, I bet you've got a fabric that you could use. So why not give it a go? I think that would be fantastic. Now, for some of the variations, you do need a button because it has a button fastening. But for the V-neck version, that goes straight over your head. And I believe the square neck goes straight over your head. So you don't need any fastenings. Now, I've gone through the instructions and I reckon that if you are a confident beginner, this would be definitely one that you could do. So I think it's very, very hand-holdy. The one thing that you do need to be a little bit wary of is that when you go through the instructions, because it gives you so many options, you need to make sure that you are following the right instructions. So it will say bishop sleeve and then the instructions for the bishop sleeve. So if you're not doing that bit, then obviously you need to see what your next bit is or what your correct bit is. I mean, it's not really a criticism, but it's just something I noticed because I tend to read the instructions, and because it's not my first rodeo, I tend to kind of just skip read. But I realised that I had to pay a bit of attention for this one. Yeah, but what I do love about it is it tells you everything you need to know right at the beginning. So it gives you the seam allowance, the hem allowance, all of the finishing techniques, how to understitch and how to top stitch, all at the beginning. And so I think that that is fantastic for the pattern. So yes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my 3, let's hope I get 3. You'll have to watch and find out how many I get done, but I'm going to be making my 3 Emily dresses, and then I'm going to meet up with the lovely Dee and the lovely Kenny, the lovely Dee and the lovely Kelly, and we're going to meet up at the Stitch Festival on in March, the end of March. So I think it's from the 19th of March to the 22nd of March, something like that. Can't remember. I'll pop it down below. But I'm going to be meeting up with them there, and we're going to do a catwalk. So not an official catwalk, just us, like, you know, in a hotel room in London, just us. Nothing official. Just in case you're wondering. And then we will do a video and let you know all about it. So what do you think? What do you think of the Emily dress and top pattern? Have you made it? What do you think of my fabric choices? Do you think I should completely change my mind? Yeah, what do you think? Let me know. And I will really look forward to showing you what we get up to when I meet up with the lovely Sisters of Stitchcraft later in March. So don't forget to sparkle. I'll see you really soon. Bye for now.